Channel 5. Troy Williamson defends his British Super Welterweight Championship against the pretty boy Josh Kelly. Who wins? Find out Friday, December the 2nd, 9 p.m, live and free on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed at my wife or something completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here at the media workout with Isaac Lowe. First of all, how are you, Isaac?
Yeah, good, pal, good. Looking forward to getting back in there Saturday night.
Yeah, let's get straight to it then. It's fair to say it's been a tough 12 months for you, obviously. Two really tough fights, but in defeat, there were such entertaining fights. Obviously, Lopez, we know Lopez is now IBF mandatory, taking on Josh Warrington. We'll come to that in a minute. Then Nick Ball kind of announced himself on that stage against yourself. So just how are you assessing the past 12 months for you?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, maybe not with the wins, but listen, that's what it is. It's boxing. Get in there and have a fight, and that's one thing I don't do is back away from a challenge. I think the Lopez fight was a great fight. I think everyone knows what you get with me. With the prints on the tin, and the Nick Ball was a great fight. You know what I mean? I think the fans all enjoy it all, and that's what I do. If I can go on there and give it me all and give the fans a treat, and then that's it, job done.
Obviously, you had a really bad cut on the Nick Ball fight. Just how was that healed, and is it ready to go on Saturday night?
Well, we'll find out when it gets punched in the face on Saturday night. Yeah, it was. Listen, it was a bad cut. I had 28 stitches in it. It was a nasty cut. And I wasn't allowed to box, obviously, now to the December. I've had to a long time to let it heal. It was hard the first few months, obviously, with the defeat, and I'm always on the move. I wanted to keep active this year, but with the cut, I've had to obviously sit back and let it heal up. But now, hopefully, it's healed. We're getting there Saturday, put a good performance on, get a good win, and then we move on to 23 and look for some big fights.
Your opponent, Sandeep Singh, how much do you know about him? What sort of things does he bring to the table?
Yeah, listen, I've just said before, with a 6-rounder, you're always going to get criticised whoever you fight, you know what I mean? You don't want a championship level fighter for a 6-round fight. You want someone who's going to come and give me a fight, and he does. If I'm switched off, he comes and throws everything at you. You've seen it with Frank, you've seen it with all his opponents he's fought. He comes and chucks millions of shots, so I've got to be switched on from round one, and as I said, go in there, try and get a job done, and then come out and then move on.
Are you seeing this as a stepping stone for a really big fight in 2023?
Yeah, as I said, the main thing about this fight is getting back in there, no injuries, go and have a good performance in front of a good crowd again, get a nice win, get the confidence back, go back, have a nice Christmas, I'm training over Christmas, and then 23, there's some big fights out there still. You know what I mean? The Nick Ball fight is still there. Obviously, he's probably going to be trying moving on for a bit, some other fight, but if it comes, I like that. There's the Jordan Gill fight. I'd love to have a fight with Jordan Gill. I think him coming off to defeat me, I think it would make a bit of sense if things were right. And there's loads of fighting out there. I want to get back on that European level and get mixing with the contenders and put myself back up there.
Your name's always been put in the same conversation as Jordan Gill for the past couple of years now, and it's never really materialised. But if you get this win on Saturday night, this could really make sense. Him coming off the back of a quite heavy knockout from Kiko Martinez. Just first of all, did you see that fight and what did you make of it?
No, I never watched it, to be fair. I know that he got knocked out, and I hope he's on a speedy recovery. Do you know what I mean? It was always a dangerous fight against Kito. Even anyone, we've seen what he did to Keith Galahad. Do you know what I mean? You can't take him lightly. Do you know what I mean? He's got that power. He's a powerhouse. He works your work, and I think that's what he showed on that night. Do you know what I mean? He catch Jordan with a beauty shot and took him out. But yeah, it makes sense. Listen, it's been going on back and forth with me and Jordan for a few years now. I would like the fight. I think Jordan would like the fight. I don't think it would be the hardest fight in the world to make. Along the business side, it was all fair and square. I would like it. I think the fans will like it. I think we have got a bit of a rival there, so I think the fans will get into it and I'll punch his face in front.
Just the words on Lopez Warrington then. It's a really tough fight for Josh Warrington. I'm sure you know yourself that being in there with Lopez. Have you got a prediction for that one?
Listen, I'd like to see Josh win. He's a British lad, isn't he? I know Josh well, do you know what I mean? I hope him all the best. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Lopez, again, he's a nice kid. I got on with him. Obviously, he beat me, but his team and that was respected. I wished him all the luck. They made the best man win on next Saturday night. But it's going to be a war. I think we all know Josh hits a lot harder than what he does. He comes and brings it. Lopez is obviously a tough Mexican who throws shots from all angles, and he hits like an horse, which I know. And they'll get in there and they'll have a slug out, and the best man win.
Just a word on Tyson then. Are you grateful to get another opportunity on a massive Tyson card? Because it kind of comes as a package now. When you see Tyson Fury, you get to see eyes at Lowe, and you know you always bring the entertainment on the undercard.
Yeah, listen, I thank Tyson a lot. I owe him a lot. Listen, he's like a big brother to me, honestly, he is. And people probably know that now. We go everywhere together, we do everything together. And I've been very blessed to box all over the world, and they're getting the shows what I have, do you know what I mean? He's in good shape, he's doing things right, like I said before. He's done a 9.5-week training camp, he's done everything by the book. He hasn't cut no corners, he's done everything proper sparring, proper. He's took this like he's fighting Anthony Joshua or fucking Usyk, do you know what I mean? So I expect nothing but the best from Tyson Saturday night, but as I said, you've got to give credit to CHISORA. If Tyson comes in and slacking and thinks it's an easy fight, he'll get knocked out, and we've told him that, and we've warned him. He's going to come chucking bombs from round one, and Tyson's got to be switched on with them little gloves. They'll lit you. So he has to be switched on and get in there and do his job.
There was so much hype around the Fury-Dillian White fight, kind of less so with the CHISORA, but the White fight kind of didn't really materialise. It was disappointing performance from White. Do you think CHISORA's going to bring more of a fight to Tyson?
You say it's a difficult performance from Dillian White. It wasn't. It was Tyson took it away from him. Tyson didn't let him get in the groove. Tyson didn't let him do his things what he can do. And Tyson showed up, outboxed him and knocked him out with a brilliant uppercut. It wasn't because White was bad that night, it was just because Tyson was so good and took all these good things away from him. But yeah, you get the two different fights. As I said, the Prince on the tin with CHISORA, we know what, he's got nothing to lose. He's like, he's got to chuck it all out. If he chucks it all, he's got a good chance of winning. And the same for Tyson. They can't, the heavyweights, 18 stone, 17 stone, if one of them catches them each other clean, they're getting knocked out, so they've got to be switched on. It's going to be entertainment.
Last one. Do you think Tyson gets this one out of the way on Saturday night, then goes on for the undisputed fight against Alexander Usyk?
Well, that's what we want, We tried to get that for December, and Usyk wanted the rest, so he didn't want to fight, so hopefully Tyson comes through this on Saturday night, no injuries, everything well, and then we finally get the thing unified on next year with Usyk. And if Usyk doesn't want it, he'll have anyone.
Excellent, Isaac. Thank you very much for being to IFL. Best of luck on Saturday night. Get back to winning ways.
Thank you very much, pal.
Cheers, mate.
Midnight on Channel 5. Troy Williamson defends his British Super Welterweight Championship against the pretty boy Josh Kelly. Who wins? Find out Friday, December the 2nd, 9 PM, live and free on Channel 5.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife and saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.